The Australian government is more useless than a dedicated bike path. How are we doing, New Mob? Panda here, and South Australia has passed a movement to regulate or even ban vaping altogether in South Australia. What the fuck? These guys have got their heads up their asses. It's like they're wanting to either heavily regulate it or just get rid of it altogether, having no vaping equipment, juices, anything to do with vaping coming in or out being sold of South Australia. Period. That's to the point they want to go to. I was watching the Parliament Question Time thingamajiggy. Someone had taken a screenshot of the video of it as it was being shown on TV, and I watched a good portion of it. And yeah, now the reasons for it. Let's see, it's the usual shit. Children vaping. I'm sorry, but who the hell is selling to these kids? Chances are they're stealing it. And if it has been sold to a child, someone hasn't done what they're meant to be doing and checking ID. It should be the same thing as alcohol, where if they look under 25, get ID. It's the same with smoking as well. I've got a thing down here just so I'm going to be looking up and down on what I've covered and what I haven't covered. So, oh yes, vaping leads to smoking. Apparently. I'm sorry, but how many of you that have been vaping for a very long time have probably had a cigarette here or there and then just gone, holy shit, now I know why I'm not smoking? Because it tastes bloody disgusting. And also the costs. Smoking, about $150 a week on average. And vaping, about $30 a week on average if you're not like me and have like a plethora of different stuff and juice chewing things and whatnot. But what else have we got there? They don't know the effects of vaping. How about us, the UK College of Physicians, who said since I think about 2014 that it's 95% safer than smoking. It's not completely harmless, but geez, let's give it a shot. Fucking hell. And there's all these other studies that you can actually go on the university or whatever site, find out what the controls were, how long they've taken, how many people they've had. They're the ones that you've got to trust. These ones where you cannot find a bloody thing, they say, oh, it was done at this university. You go look at the university and there's nothing, or it's been deleted. It's like, they're the ones that you do not trust. So, what else have we got? Oh yes, also, the UK College of Physicians were the first ones to come up and say that cancer is caused by smoking. Well, it's a link, So why not listen to them now? They didn't listen to them at the first time round when they said smoking causes cancer. So I think we should listen to them this time round. But it's just the thing, we're going just like the US, go for little things and little things and little things until they get what they want. And the tobacco companies go, fuck yeah, we get to keep our bloody money. And also the Australian government is so far up their arse with the amount of money that they are making out of the tax from smoking, they don't know what the hell they're going to be able to get the rest of that money from. I can guarantee that is the biggest thing behind it. Tobacco companies. Oh, there's a message. It just like dumbfounds me. I can guarantee that all around the world it's big tobacco that's in the pocket saying to the, if you make it, more towards me, here's a couple $100,000 for you. But bloody hell, we just can't win, can we? And there's also, they're saying that the Heart Foundation doesn't approve vaping, the Cancer Council doesn't approve vaping. Well, they're the two most corrupt health organisations in Australia, so I wouldn't be bloody believing a word they bloody say. So, look, just get behind our pollies that are actually pro-vaping and trying to push for it. Get behind the organisations that are trying to push for it. You've got Avatar, you've got ATHRA, you've got Legalised Vaping. They've got multiple people going through trying to help us along. If you can, write your MPs and tell them, again, like the vaping token says, how it's helped you, how long you were smoking for, and the fact of, it was the flavours that got you off, or, you've managed to get off because of the nicotine in the vaping, you're now not on even the nicotine. But the fact is, the vaping's helped you. Then also, get behind people like Trent Zimmerman, who is going at a federal level here to try and get ourselves, our foot in the door of trying to make it legal. But again, I'm still sort of wondering why they're not taking on what the rest of the Western world has gone and done and legalised it. Again, it's money. Here in Perth, I know that there is the Honourable Aaron Stonehouse. He is railroading basically the nanny state of WA, and one of the biggest things on his list is trying to legalise vaping. Now, he's got a whole heap of people that support him, as also in the government as well. So if you're in Perth, go to any vape shop. I'm quite sure a few home vendors actually have that little petition thing to sign. Get that signed. If you know anyone who supports it, like your family and whatever, but don't actually vape, get them to sign it as well. We need as much support as we can get. So basically, if they decide that they're going to ban it all together, it's just going to be prohibition. What happened in the US with prohibition? Bootlegging. That's exactly what will end up happening here if it gets completely buggered off and banned. Everyone will be just doing all their homebrew again and making up whatever they've got left of their spare gear and making up things that could possibly explode. Your makeshift stuff. All things could go rife because they just do not want to go back to smoking. Number one, for their health. Number two, for their hip pocket. So, yes, write your MPs and then also get behind the ones that are trying to help us out, please. So, I think I've covered absolutely everything that I have thought of. I have. And there goes my dog. He's going nuts. Barking at probably a wind blow of the trees. Or something. Anyway, I am out. Thank you for watching. Do what you can to help yourselves, basically.